Still sharing that.
How are we gonna do this?
You got on the bottom.
I know.
And one lone voice and words.
But where do I see it on that?
Ask for Phil.
It doesn't,
All architecture ones.
it's on the chart, on yours.
On another.
Which one?
It's in the district, the one that we can run like with all.
Yes.
These are all, those are all.
Light fixture.
They're totally other than there. They're very easy and lovely. Well, Jan is. He was kind of a woo-woo.
There's something more interesting about it.
It almost.
As you need, big guy. Good, yours?
Did you have any?
This is general area.
Generally, Hey, what was your knee operation?
You seem relatively comfortable.
At the resolution first?
Yes.
It's the, offset.
I don't know if we have a quorum yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Jeremy ain't coming and John ain't coming.
I'm here. I'm here.
Jeremy, you're there.
Hello.
Where in the world are you, Carmen Sandiego?
I got all my dates. You got January 2024, right, Jen? In that resolution as well? My mind was in a time warp.
It's not,
About the
it's not
public
dated.
hearing, it says January 12th, 2024 should have been the date of the public hearing.
Well, it's not dated on my resolution page.
So,
Oh, January 26th.
nope, up above the therefore be it resolved, in the third whereas above that, it should say January 12th, 2024, not 2023.
Yeah, we discussed that.
Oh, did you, maybe you fixed that already?
She don't know.
No, where, I have January
Oh,
12th.
yeah,
No,
this one right here.
where?
That's
No, I
your
know.
20.
Oh, okay, good, yeah,
Yeah, my mind did not move forward with the years.
thank you.
It's hard around New Year's.
So I think, do you want to open it up?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Meeting's called to order as we have a quorum. Jan, shall we begin?
Yes.
Review of the minutes? They're extraordinary minutes, by the way. That was,
The fabulous minutes.
that was a pretty extensive story to wrangle.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion and a second. Kim in favor?
Aye.
Unanimously approved. And we should know, I guess, we're just missing 2 commissioners, right? Okay, good, rock on.
JJ.
Hey,
see if they
hey,
vote.
Phil. Sorry, Phil. This is
Yeah.
Jeremy. Why don't we turn on the transcription function that Jan could then use? I could drop it in some AI to do all the meeting notes for her, so she doesn't have to diligently write everything. We could do as an experiment. If she turns on the transcription and sends me the file, I can do a summary of everything for you.
Let's take a look at it. I am a bit of a skeptic. I was a suit most of my life, and we lived and died by minutes, and I would never trust a transcription versus a person applying some judgment, but
Why don't we do an
Jer-
experiment? Why don't you turn it on? Why don't you just record it, and then you do your notes, and then I'll do a version, and we'll see how they go.
That's great. How do I turn it on?
Okay, so you're gonna go to the more button at the top with the 3 dots. And
Yep.
then you want record and transcribe, you want start transcription. And what that will do is it will do voice to text transcription of what's being heard in the room and what's being heard over the phone.
Okay.
I've got it running right now, Jeremy, already.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. If you send me the file afterward, I can do stuff to it.
Cool.
Okay.
please let this be a test.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you, Chair.
I am skeptical.
As always.
Jan makes sense out of this stuff, and that's
I'm not
very-
trying to replace Jan. I'm just trying to make her life a little easier.
It's all good, it's all
That's
good.
all right.
The minute she
technology
comes
is
back,
better
we're only
now,
missing
so.
one member. Unless John's.
True that, I'm sorry. 'Cause
We
Jeremy's.
gotta make sure we hear Jeremy's vote.
Okay,
Let's do Marcy's of A, votes.
okay. So first up is 501 Union Street, and I believe we will start with a resolution. We had a public hearing, as everyone remembers, 2 weeks ago. And Michael, I think I stopped sharing, and then I share the resolution. Okay.
So due to the important nature of this application, we actually have a resolution to adopt the C of A that sets forth sort of the history of the application and what the basis is for the board's ultimate decision that we discussed at the last meeting. So there's a C of A document that stands alone, but this resolution will be attached to it, so we have a written basis for it.
Okay. Now. I think this is right, is this right? Sorry, Michael. So I have the resolution
Yeah, so,
and I press window.
and then that's it.
Okay, good. Yep. This is both for the online people and to see, and shall we go through it or read it, or what do you think?
Folks on the line, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Can you read? I think we're comfortable reading it and just let people ask questions. It's sort of the background history of what occurred leading up to this.
Okay, would you like it read for the minutes, or would you like them to just read?
I would, if we're going to read it, I would recommend we read at least the therefore be it resolved clause and for the resolved clause at the end, because that's really the basis for the board's.
There's no dispute over the history. Okay, then let's go to the resolution, bit of the resolution.
Okay, right here, Victoria, now therefore be it resolved. Okay, so we'll read for the minutes the resolution, beginning in the middle, now therefore be it resolved. That the HPC makes the following findings. The lime wash coating is a significant change to the exterior of the building. The red brick was noted as a significant feature of the building in 2020 and specifically prohibited from being altered without further evaluation by the HPC. In order to maintain a uniform lime wash coating on the building, new lime wash coatings would need to be reapplied every 3 years. There are no other similar buildings within the surrounding area that have a lime wash coating, and a permanently white building does not correspond with the neighborhood, street, or historic district. There are questions about the integrity of the historic brick and past mortar repairs, which are hidden under the lime wash. Allowing the lime wash to wash away over the next 1 to 2 years would allow the applicant and the city to properly evaluate the state of the brick facade. Be it further resolved that the HPC hereby adopts the attached certificate of authorization, which grants in part and denies in part the application.
I should say certificate of appropriateness.
Okay.
And so those findings, those are yours, so we can modify them, add to them if you have another reason for the decision or want to reword something.
I'm comfortable with that. Other folks?
That's good. Covers it, I think.
Thank you, Victoria.
Yeah.
With no further ado, can we vote on this?
Well, let's just pull up the certificate of appropriateness. so
And
we
vote
can
on
See what
both.
it says, and then, yeah, you just vote on the resolution, which,
Authorizes the certificate. Got it.
Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. And here's the C of A. Deemed complete January 12th, correct date.
And what is that authorizing?
So this is This application dated December 4th, 2023, attached hereto and hereby incorporated into the C of A determination. The C of A was for the application of 3 coats of lime wash to existing brick facade pursuant to the specifications submitted to the commission. Is hereby partially approved subject to the following conditions. This approval permits the existing lime wash condition of the building as of January 12, 2024. No new treatments of lime wash or any other surface treatment, including but not limited to paint, may be applied without additional authorization from the HPC. The HPC has determined that the additional application of lime wash is not consistent or appropriate with the surrounding properties and may adversely alter the historic integrity of the district when measured by the criteria set forth in 169-6B of the Hudson City Code. After the existing lime wash is given time to weather and additional investigation is done on the integrity of the brick surfaces, the HPC may reevaluate this finding. This approval does not apply to any historical building elements not currently visible that are revealed in the course of the approved alterations. If any historical building elements are revealed, applicant must inform the building code enforcement officer immediately, and applicant may need to apply for another C of A.
Okay. And the resolution handles the fact, I think fairly neatly, that the applicant made this mistake, but was also in violation of the stop work order. Good,
Both are mentioned.
got it.
I motion to approve.
Yeah,
I second.
second, all in favor? Are there any objections? Jeremy, did you vote?
I did. I put it in the chat. Aye. No
Terrific.
objections.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. With that said, it's approved. Next,
Okay,
Melba Bakery sign.
sorry, just a second here.
I like the name.
Okay, next up is Melba Bakery. And that is 324. Melba Bakery.
There were no issues in discussion on this, not that I recall at any point. I think we can go ahead and vote.
Straightforward.
Motion to approve the C of A is prepared by the city attorney.
Make that motion.
Wall and Hugh, all in favor?
Aye.
721 Columbia Street sign.
Okay. 721. I'm sorry,
This was the wall plaque, and then they were also putting the slate on the bottom of the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, right, no, they were fine, yes.
Were there any issues in our discussion?
That was good.
Okay, made motion to approve 721 is prepared by the city attorney. Kim and Miranda, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 118 Union Street, window replacement.
So this one was
Yes.
unusual in that the applicant is proposing 6/6. The board actually thought 2/1 or 2/2 would have been more appropriate. But the C of A is drafted in such a way that it approves the applicant's proposal, but also would allow them to do the 2/2.
That's right, that's great.
right, so this is the
Okay.
It says 1/1.
Oh,
1/1, that's what she,
is that what we decided?
yes.
One
It
over
was
one?
1/1 or 6/6, which were the original or the as existing windows in the basement.
Yeah, which is great.
Okay. And there were no concerns other than that. This is straight up.
Yeah.
Then let's approve it.
That was great.
Window replacement. Motion to approve the C of A is prepared by the city
Motion.
attorney. Thank you, Hugh. And a second, Paul, all in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Approved. Covered walkway?
This was the corrugated plastic and steel walkway. There were no conditions involved.
Yeah, it's been done in town before, so.
Okay.
Motion.
Hugh and Miranda, All in favor of approving the CBA as prepared by the city attorney? Everyone.
Okay.
556 Union Street, Reno.
This is a modern structure, Mark McDonald's.
Oh, the light in the wall.
Yes, the retaining wall and the light fixture in the front.
Yeah, that's fine.
No complications?
No, it's
Excellent. Hugh,
22-inch high
Motion.
retaining wall.
Miranda, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approved.
Yeah.
speed going up.
I'm not speaking. Okay.
You're proving things faster than Jack can pull them
I
out.
know. 441 is
Last week
coming
there
up.
was some intense, they burned it.
Yeah.
Okay, 441,
Yes.
which is, sorry,
This was good.
yeah, 441 was,
All right.
the existing, it was Madeline's residence. So it was the modified rear of the roof line, the rear, she was able to get rid of the stairs
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for
That looks so
egress.
much better.
So, and the rear door was an issue for them, so they're replacing with wooden French doors to match the front door.
Yes.
That's great. Make that motion.
Second.
Paul,
I second
and
that
a
motion.
second by Hugh Barber. All in favor?
Aye.
CBA is approved as prepared by the city attorney.
Okay, and next up is 702, 704 Columbus.
And what is that, Jim?
So that is the building on the, let me open up to see if, actually, I'm gonna open up. Is there someone online to speak for 702, 704?
Yes,
Should
I'm
be.
here. Yes, the owner's
Kylie, is that
online.
you?
Hey, Kylie.
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, so you know everything we know and a lot more. You had an approved C of A. Actually, you had 3 approved C of A.
Jan, I can,
Slivers. Can you
Jan, I
not
can
hear
share
me?
my screen if you want.
Oh, okay.
Let's do
Yep,
it.
I'll stop sharing. Okay.
Phil, to answer your question, I was not able to find the approved C of A. The owner does not have it.
We did.
And you have it, you said?
We have it if you'd like us to show it, or you'd like to go through the presentation first, it's up to you.
At
Sure.
a high level, Kylie, what's happening is you have the C of A, you did the work. You went to SHPO for, I assume, some support on whatever, and they proposed some changes, which is why you're here.
Correct. And
Okay.
they're currently still working. So we got the building permit last January. So they're actively working on moving forward. There was a bunch of structural reinforcement that needed to be resolved before we could do anything else. So let me share my screen. So the previously approved designs will be on the top and the proposed designs will be on the bottom. So the front
Are you
elevation.
confident what SHPO is proposing? I know they proposed it, or it's what you want to do also?
Yes.
Okay.
So previously there was going to be 8 smaller storefront windows. SHPO is proposing that we do 4 larger storefront windows. The wood paneling below will remain, but they've asked that rather than a simple wood paneling detail, that it actually match the wood paneling inside the alcove at the center door, which I think is more fitting. That center door, rather than being replaced, is going to be restored along with the transoms above. All of the archtop windows are going to be restored rather than replaced. And the 2 ADA doors will remain as previously approved. On the right-hand side here, you can see that the previously approved drawings had an extension of the frieze and the brackets. Because it doesn't exist currently, we will not have an extension of the bracket and the frieze.
Can you zoom in a little bit on the bottom illustration, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Kylie, can you give us an explanation of why you went from the bifurcated windows to the single panel and why the frieze detail is not being added? Because I'm sure it wasn't like that originally.
I agree with you. I don't think that it was like that originally. But there's currently no infrastructure on the train track side of the building that indicates that it was there anytime recently. Maybe Ophelia, you could speak to that a little bit more. I don't know the exact reason why SHPO doesn't want it there. In terms of the bifurcated windows, I think they were just going for a more traditional storefront look. And it matches what's there currently without the mullions in between. Because right now it's like a 3x2 pattern in each window.
Hi, Kylie and Historic. If I can interject, this is Ophelia. I'm the owner of the building along with my daughter. And SHPO, we went back and forth for months with SHPO, and they really want this building to look as much as it looked as most from the photographs that we could get. SHPO did an archive review as well as we did, and there was never a frieze on the railroad side on any of the historic photographs. And the storefront windows were all large pane like this. And so SHPO is trying very hard to have the building look as historic as it looked back in 1880 when it was built. And we are trying there's such small modifications to our original design with Kylie and with Taconic that we are just trying to amend everything so that SHPO gives us the credit that we need to restore the building to its glory.
Yeah, I agree with that. What you think?
And I think that's great. If they were able to do more research and find more evidence and bring it closer to that, I mean, that's only a win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so happy to hear that. Thank you. And have you be open to it is great. So thank you.
So that being said,
Commissioners, any further, or can we accept the changes proposed by SHPO?
I motion to accept the changes.
I
Do you want to?
Thank you. In favor?
Let's
Kylie, what?
Do you want to go through the rest of the presentation?
We could do, I thought we were just talking windows.
We are, but so hold on a second. So there's no changes on the rear elevation. And on this side, all of these windows will be restored instead of replaced.
What elevation is that? Can you just read that's the right.
The right elevation, so this is on the train track side.
Okay, original proposal was to replace, they're now being restored,
Thank you.
correct?
And then just give me 1 second.
That is correct.
I don't have the.
Kylie, that's, yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to get the new elevation. Give me 1 second. So on the 7th Street side, previously approved, we had this triple mold window here. And SHPO's recommendation is that we actually match the windows on the train track side in size and light cut. So they'll be taller windows and then be aligned with the windows above. I'm trying to find.
Okay, shows the SHPO version. Yeah, got it.
That's good.
Great.
So rather than clustering those windows on the bottom, they're going to be separated out as you've done.
Right, and so they'll match the sill height and the head height of the windows on the opposite side of the building.
Great.
And they're slightly taller than the windows above.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's all good. Guys, the fenestration.
I love it.
You're cool with it?
Yes.
Okay. Shall we vote again to be more inclusive?
Is that it? Is that all your, is that your presentation?
Is there any more change?
Nope, no more changes.
Okay,
I motion to approve that. It's great.
okay, so we're accepting all the SHPO proposals is what's happening.
So we're finding it complete, living the hearing,
Yes.
We're finding it complete.
What she said.
and then authorizing me to prepare it, right?
Yes.
We are indeed.
Okay.
I don't remember what you said.
Twice, right? First, we're going to vote to waive a hearing.
Okay, motion to waive the public hearing
Declare the application complete
Thank you
and
very
waive the
much.
public hearing.
and the application is complete. All in favor? Any opposed?
Aye.
And we're voting to approve the C of A as, well, to authorize the city attorney to prepare a C of A
Yes.
as per our discussion today of accepting SHPO proposals. That would be Paul and Miranda all in favor. Either way, we're with you.
Thank you so much,
Nice
guys.
job.
Very good.
Nice job, Kylie. That was well done.
Thank you.
I appreciate you slipping us in.
Hey, and to the owner, congratulations. It's a gorgeous building.
And it's so important in the
Thank
city.
you to the city of Hudson.
Yay.
And SHPO.
And SHPO. Take care, guys.
Is that it? All right.
There you go.
Jan,
That is,
what else is on the agenda?
that is it.
Did Columbia Street send anything in or?
That was just
That
it.
was Columbia.
Oh, that was Columbia Street.
Oh.
Good, I'm losing my mind.
We can do it again.
You want to repeat everything one more time and do Groundhog Day? All right.
All right, well, I think that somewhere in the atmosphere, John Shovel wants a public meeting on that.
I got a feeling from all these notes to John that you all felt you did a better job than I did.
No, no.
And only Miranda, only Miranda had the sensitivity to stay.
What was behind that?
Is still going to be around anymore.
Phil, you did miss probably one of the biggest meetings of the year. People were sitting.
Oh, yeah, the room was packed.
We have a hot mic or we're off?
We need to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I make it a motion.
All in favor? Any opposed? Kill the hot mic.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.